So I got to try on the new Tudor Black Bay Monochrome diver's watch, and I want to go give you my first impressions on it. So on occasion I make my rounds at my local like ADs which I go to pretty frequently. And in this case, I went to Lilliquist in Beckstead and Tyson's Galleria, and I asked, hey, you got anything new? And they said, well, we have the new Tudor Black Bay Monochrome with a Jubilee bracelet. So I'm very appropriately wearing my Tudor Black Bay GMT Pepsi. I still think it's the coolest Black Bay watch you can buy, regardless of the height of the case. I still like it, and this is pretty much it for me. But this video is pretty much going to be the closest thing to a Watches and Wonders video. I know I'm really late to the game. I only recently was able to try on this watch. I don't like making videos unless I've actually had a chance to at least try on the watch. It's very rare that I don't like doing opinion pieces very much. It's sort of a waste of my time, and I think it's a waste of your time. It's just better if I at least get to handle the watch, try it on, and take a little video of it and give my first impression on it. As far as Watches and Wonders is concerned, as far as the announcements from Tudor, I think the monochrome Black Bay was my favorite watch. A lot of people flocked over to the Black Bay 58 GMT because everybody's been waiting for a GMT. I'm not going to say that they messed up with that watch, but I really think they kind of overcomplicated it. I think all they needed to do was make this watch with the bezel in red and black and just do the same thing, and that's it. That's all they needed to do. But what they did with the Black Bay 58 was a kind of, the bezel is sort of like, it has this vintagey feel. It's got the gilded dial. It's a little too much for me. It's not for me. I haven't had a chance to see it personally. I'm sure it's very nice in the metal, but it's not what I wanted from a Black Bay 58 GMT. Had they made it something more like this with just the black, with the Coke bezel, I think it would have been perfect. I probably would have considered buying it. I think the Tudor Black Bay Monochrome was the coolest watch. In my opinion, it was the one that I immediately gravitated to after the Watches and Wonders announcement. After trying it on, I feel about the same. Obviously I'm very familiar with the bracelet. I have the Black Bay 39 on a Jubilee bracelet, so it's basically the same bracelet. So I'm very familiar with that. I'm familiar with the T-Fit clasp. Again, leading clasp mechanism for a watch in this price range. And obviously the fit and finish is going to be very similar to like what my GMT here, and of course my Black Bay 39. This Black Bay Monochrome is basically like the closest thing that we're going to get to Tudor Sub, maybe forever. This is a safe choice. It is something that you can probably dress up and dress down a lot easier than, something like my GMT, even though I do wear this to work occasionally. But I think the monochrome is just something that would, very similar to a sub, just get you, be a more of a one watch kind of thing. One thing to note about the watch is I immediately feel the difference in height, in case height. I actually had my GMT when I tried on this watch, and it just felt a lot easier to wear. So don't be scared if you have a smaller wrist. Don't be scared of the 41. The case height really helps make it more of an easier to wear watch. Even if you have like a 6-inch wrist, you could probably pull this watch off. The bezel action felt very familiar to me. I have a Black Bay 58. Tudor has some of the best bezel action in the industry. So when I was at the AD, I asked, hey, is this one for sale? They said, no, this one's for display purposes only. So, but if you give me your information, we'll give you a call when one comes in. I'm pretty sure if had I pushed, I could have probably walked out with that watch. I'm not interested. I have my Black Bay GMT, I have my Black Bay 58, I have my Black Bay 39. I have a lot of Tudors right now, so I don't need another Tudor, and I'm perfectly happy with my GMT. In fact, I really do think that this is the best Black Bay of the normal range, of the normal 41 millimeter Black Bay range. This is my favorite, and this is the one I own. But right now, my second favorite would probably be the monochrome. It's half the price of a no-date Submariner. Pretty much the same build quality. The clasp on the Submariner would probably be better. You just get more extension. But if you're on the list for a Submariner and you've been waiting for years, and you're tired of waiting, and this watch kind of like ticks all the boxes, and you've been, you can't honestly, you really can't go wrong with this new monochrome Black Bay. I think it's a stunning watch. And, like I said, if you're tired of waiting for your Submariner, for your AD to give you that call, then this is a really solid alternative to a Submariner. The obvious other choice would be the Pelagos, which is a watch that I've considered buying in the past. So the Black Bay Monochrome is going to fit a lot more wrists than the Pelagos, the full-size Pelagos. Obviously, you have the 39 as well to choose from. Between the Pelagos 39, which is titanium, and the Black Bay Monochrome, I prefer the Black Bay Monochrome. I just like the weight of steel. The 39 just feels a little light for my taste, especially for a diver's watch, but that's just me. You may appreciate the lightness of titanium. But anyway, those are my thoughts about the watch. I think it's a great, one of the best releases from Tudor and from Watches and Wonders, and I'm really happy I got to try it out. Let me know if you have any questions about the watch. It really helps a lot if you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.